Hi guys, Andy May here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm sorry if I sound kind of funny. I've been sick and I didn't feel like doing makeup or any of that jazz, so we're just going to talk about my trash because the bin was overflowing. I need to get it out, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. I do not have the full-on box for this, but this was the Olia by Garnier. Their hair dye, and I had gotten it in the color medium brown. It's the one that's in my hair now. It worked pretty well. I love the fact that this stuff doesn't stink the way other hair dyes can smell. The conditioner was really nice and lasted a long while. It wasn't a foil packet, it was an actual like tube. So I like it. I could reconsider purchasing in the future. I liked it enough, well enough. I do have an empty of the Bic Silky Touch razors. This was a 10-pack. I get them from Walmart. I love those razors. I have an empty by Global Beauty Care, which was just one of their face masks, and it is an aloe vera one. It was nice. It's a normal face, like sheet mask, so I would repurchase possibly in the future. I do get a lot of face masks though. I have an empty of the Herbal Essence Tousle Me Softly Tousling Spray Gel. We had gotten this a while back and I didn't care for it because I don't like that it's the little constant spray for hairspray. I'd rather have an aerosol. So I'd given it to Haley and she had it in her bathroom for a while, at least a year, and when I used their bathroom the other day, I noticed that the liquid inside looked kind of colored, which was weird because I thought that it was originally clear. I opened it up and poured a little out and it was kind of brownish colored, so I guess it went bad. There's no like expiration date on this, so I just dumped it, kept the bottle to show you guys. Will not repurchase just because I gave her an aerosol can and it's going to last her forever, and I'd rather her use that and it not expire than use this that obviously expired. I have an empty of the Equate multi-purpose contact solution. I love this stuff. It cleans it. It keeps them moisturized. My eyes are really dry in general, so nothing special really works for them in the dry department. And I do have one lonely little contact that I had to replace. And I have two sunscreens. One is by Equate. It's an SPF 30 Ultra Protection Sunscreen Lotion. It was kind of a white lotion, which I prefer for the kids so that they can see it as they rub it in. I make them do it, except their backs, of course. It works great. From what I understand, it doesn't matter if you go over SPF 30, it's really just as effective as SPF 30. So if you have SPF 264, it works just as good as an SPF 30. So I would consider repurchasing that one, but we have quite a few tubes to go through already. So I also have one for the face, which is by Ocean Potion, and it is a face one. It has zinc oxide in it because that is the only thing that protects Haley's face from burning and blistering. It doesn't matter if it is SPF 100, her face will burn. It has to have zinc oxide, and when I was going through, that's why we ended up with so many bottles of sunscreen, because I was testing all of them, like all these recommendations, and if it contains zinc oxide, that's the only thing that works for her. This is the only one that I had found that had it, and it's not that expensive. I think it's only like $5 for the little tub, but it lasts a good while, especially if you're only using it on your face. So will repurchase, have a backup already in the beach bag. So that's that. I have an empty of the Dove Powder Invisible Solid 24-hour deodorant. It was okay. Probably won't repurchase. It has aluminum in it. I'm going to try alternative deodorants after I get through the stockpile that I have because I'm a crazy person. So I've got like 4 more sticks of deodorant to go through before trying other alternatives. I don't really need deodorant as often as a normal person does anyway, so there's that. I have an empty of B12 vitamins. I already have another bottle of B12 vitamins. I have 2 empties of the Parent's Choice by Walmart, the unscented baby wipes. They work great. I keep them in the kids' bathroom. I keep them in the car. I keep them in our beach bag. I keep them in our soccer bag. I keep them everywhere because you never know when little kids' hands are going to get sticky, and it's just easy to keep them around. I have 4 Dove Irish Springs Soaps, I have 3 in the Moisture Blast scent and 1 in the Aloe scent. My husband and I use this, and our son uses it also. Then I've got 2 empties of the Claritin Chewables. I actually got these through Buzz Agent, and they work really well. I haven't heard the kids sneezing as much or seen them like rubbing eyes or nose a lot, which is really nice. So I will probably repurchase these or actually purchase them. They came in grape and bubblegum. They didn't complain about either flavor. They don't prefer either one over them, and it's an indoor and outdoor allergies. So they worked really well for them. I can definitely see myself buying those for them. Then we've got an empty of Q-tips because everybody uses Q-tips. I also have an empty of Benefits Boo Boo Zap. I think this is just how it comes. I really like this, especially for when my face is kind of breaking out as it is right now. It's nice to put this on because it's very watery, and I feel like it helps the issues that I'm having with my skin before putting on makeup, and it's not heavy. But because Benefit's not cruelty free, I won't repurchase it, which kind of sucks. I have an empty of a Curel Itch Defense body wash. It worked really well as a body wash. It didn't lather up a lot or anything, but I can't say if it helped with itching because I don't have that issue, so it was nice. And I have an empty of the Chic Intuition razor that I constantly use. I have an empty of hand sanitizer. This is actually one that I may refill because it unscrews like this, and it makes it so that you can just spray hand sanitizer. It's really nice to keep in like the soccer bags and stuff, so I will try to refill this and see if that works, and if it does, I'm going to keep refilling these because that's pretty convenient. Next, for regular empties, I have an empty of the Bath & Body Works Cozy Vanilla Cream. This one smells amazing. I love it. It's one of the warm scents that I had gotten, and it's working our way out of there. I also have an empty of CVS's Antacid Tablets Extra Strength. These work just as good as any other one. Came with 96 tablets, lasted a couple months, so I already have another bottle by my nightstand. That's how well it worked. I have an empty of these CVS Daily Gummies. I really like these. They do kind of leave a weird aftertaste in your mouth, but as long as you drink some water, you're fine. I don't know. I'm 30 years old, but for some reason, a gummy for my vitamin just makes me happy inside. I feel like it's a little treat that I'm having in the middle of the day. I also have an empty of the Nizoral A to D anti-dandruff shampoo. This is supposed to help with like itching and flaking. I do get an itchy scalp, not necessarily a flaky scalp, but it did help kind of calm and soothe it. It does have sodium lauryl sulfate in it though, so it's not very good for me who dyes my hair. But I would consider repurchasing this because of how well it did work at calming my scalp. So I definitely like that. And now we are into the things that I got from Dollar Tree. So all of this stuff is Dollar Tree empties. I have an empty of the Acne Free Body Clearing Acne Spray. I'm not sure if they got rid of this or whatever. It says new. I used it up before it expired, which is May 2016, so next month. It worked really well. I haven't seen it in my Dollar Tree since, so I don't know how much it costs on like a Walmart shelf, but it was nice. I did use it on my back. I don't know. I liked the idea of it. I liked the way it smelled. It was nice. I would repurchase if I saw it in Dollar Tree again. Another name brand one that I got from Dollar Tree was this Off Explorer Bite and Itch Relief. This actually expired in February. I check the medicine cabinets usually monthly, and since we're heading into the summer season, I checked all the sunscreens and off sprays and stuff. This worked okay. It's supposed to relieve the bites and itches. I had only purchased one because I was skeptic as to whether or not it would work, and it didn't do anything super amazing. There's still a bunch in here, but whatever. I wouldn't repurchase that because I think using a lavender oil works better than using that thing. Next I have the Skin Nutrition's Clarifying Lotion. It's like a toner. Works great. Love it. It doesn't dry my skin out. And Haley has an empty of the acne treatment pads. They come in a 50 count. They work pretty well. It's just for her to kind of upkeep her face. She's been getting a pimple here and there and doesn't wash her face on the regular. So, other than when she takes a shower. So these kind of help her wipe her face down in the morning and in the afternoon after soccer, in between actually taking a shower because she just doesn't wash her face on a regular basis. So there's that. I have an empty of the Infusium 23, which it's sulfate free. Yay. I use this in the kids. She has a detangler spray, and instead of constantly buying the detangler spray bottles, I had bought this and was refilling it. I haven't seen the Infusium in a while in the stores. I will keep my eye out and buy it if I see it again. Otherwise, I'll just go back to a regular detangler spray because it's basically the same thing. It's a conditioner water. It works great on her hair. What can I say? Then we've got an empty of the Minions body wash. Gabriel has already repurchased this scent. And we have an empty of the Spider-Man 2-in-1 shampoo. This is Spider Power Punch. He liked this. We were going to repurchase, but we got this brand instead of the Spider-Man character one. We also have a moisturizing body wash. This is the Brex Kids or whatever, and this was in the watermelon scent. They like it. I have an empty of the Spa House Tea Tree Mint Conditioner. I like the way this smells. I can barely smell it right now because of my cold, but it works really well on the kids' hair. As I've said constantly, tea tree oil helps keep the lice away, and with daughters, you know the struggle if you've ever had them get lice. This really helps us not bring it home. I also have an empty of the Bolero body scrub. I didn't care for this, and I actually handed it down to Haley. She used it as a body wash. It never ended up with any scrubbies in it at all, so meh. I also have a body oil that was by Bolero, and I didn't care for the spray bottle, so I actually put it in one of my other spray bottles. I didn't like it because it shot straight out, and it's just the mixture itself. I put it in a bottle that's for oils. Put it in one of these bottles, and it's actually this one, and it's the Bolero Argan Oil, and it sprays just the way it did, straight stream, the way I didn't like that one. And it's just the mixture, the formula of the oil itself. The oil feels really nice. I will continue to use it. I'm just kind of bummed that its mixture doesn't work that well. And I know it's that because this is my sunscreen, or not my sunscreen, my sunburn, and it actually missed the way it's supposed to. So it's just something in the oil formula itself. But I was bummed that it came in this plain bottle and didn't, because I know that these come in different scents, so or different oils, so how are you supposed to know which one's which? The label's not on there, so kind of bummed about that, but the oil itself is really nice, and I will continue to use it. I have an empty of the Plackers for kids. These are the ones that the kids use, obviously. They like them. They use them constantly. I always get them from Dollar Tree. I have an empty of Cotton Rounds from Dollar Tree. It comes with 80, and they work perfectly fine for toner, removing eye makeup, all that fun stuff. 2 more Bolero products. I have one of the masks. This is a Dead Sea Minerals. This one kind of stung at the beginning, and after I got past that first like minute-ish time frame, it finally stopped burning in my dry areas, and it felt all right. Then we've got their Lavender and Chamomile Relaxing Soap, bar soap. It works pretty well. It lathers up just fine, smells great. I feel clean afterwards, no weird like film or anything after. So definite will repurchase on these. I have a set of the screen protectors from Dollar Tree. I had already used one on my phone, and then I used another one, so I used up the 2-pack. I have an empty of Jurassic World Band-Aids. Gabriel loved these. He thought they were awesome. I haven't seen the Jurassic World. I think right now they have Batman and Minions, but we don't need Band-Aids just yet. We still have a container. I got the oil-absorbing blotting papers. It came with 50 in here. I didn't care for these at all. They disturb the makeup a lot, and I just like the blue ones better, not these from the Dollar Tree. And that is all of my Dollar Tree empties. On to the few makeup items that I have. I have 3 mascaras. I have a sponge. This actually came from the Dollar Tree also. It's just really hard. It doesn't absorb or get soft, and I just don't care for it, so I'm going to go ahead and toss it. I have a Real Techniques sponge also that I'm going to toss, and I was wondering, because I've seen a lot of pictures of people cutting open their sponges, so I wanted to cut it open, and I think I'll do it on camera for you guys. But I did already repurchase a 2-pack of those guys. And I have an e.l.f. Makeup Lock-In Seal. I didn't really care for this product. I kept trying to use it as kind of something to help me foil shadows, and it just didn't work well with it. I wouldn't repurchase this, and I got that one on sale, so meh. And I have 3 mascaras, one of which ran out a while ago, and I was actually using this wand, because I like this wand, on the Revlon mascara, because I don't like the wand on the Revlon mascara. I tried getting the wand to work, and it just wasn't working for me. It's really short and stumpy, and I don't care for it. And even using a wand I liked in this mascara, it flaked, it smudged, it was just a constant mess. So I actually had 2 of these, and I gave one to a friend. And the last one I have is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, and I don't particularly care for this one either. I don't know if it was an older tube. I never opened it, but it just didn't work very well on my lashes. I don't mind the wand itself, like the brush. It just smudged, and I couldn't use it on my lower lashes because it instantly got my face dirty underneath my lashes, so I wouldn't purchase this one. And that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this month's trash talk. I will see you next month for another edition of talking about my garbage. Hope you guys enjoyed it though. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!